Do you see the problem? Combat radius is the distance a jet can fly out, perform a mission, and return without refueling. 770 miles of range against an 810-mile journey. According to pure mathematics, that jet runs out of fuel and crashes 40 miles short of the runway on the way back. Is it a suicide mission? No. The US military doesn't gamble, they calculate. To make this journey on internal fuel, the pilot must fly at high subsonic speeds. We are talking about pushing the aircraft just below the sound barrier, but strictly avoiding the afterburners. Burning the afterburners dumps fuel at an alarming rate. At this cruise speed, the pilot is looking at about 1.5 hours of flight time just to see the Venezuelan coast. That is 90 minutes of high-stress cockpit management. Every sudden acceleration, every hard bank to avoid a radar lock, it all costs fuel. In tactical doctrine, this requires strict management of loitering time. Essentially, you don't have time to sightsee. You arrive, you lock, you fire, and you turn around immediately. It's like a marathon runner sprinting the final mile. There is no energy left for a victory lap. But relying solely on the jet's internal fuel tanks is playing with fire. That is where the silent heroes of the operation come into play. To turn the impossible into the routine, the Pentagon doesn't send the F-35 alone. They paint the Caribbean sky with flying gas stations. To push deep into the Venezuelan interior, going beyond that 810-mile limit, or to allow the pilots time to orbit and support ground troops, the F-35 needs a lifeline. Enter the strategic tankers, the KC-135 Stratotanker or the KC-460 Pegasus. Think of it this way. The F-35 is an elite athlete. He can run far, but the race is longer than his body can handle. To ensure he doesn't collapse before the finish line, the coach places support runners with water bottles at mile 18. He drinks while running, recharges, and sprints to the end. In this scenario, tankers are deployed strategically in international airspace over the Caribbean. They sit in orbit patterns, safe from enemy surface-to-air missiles, but close enough to the fighters. At 30,000 feet, the pilot performs a delicate, deadly dance, flying within feet of a massive tanker, matching speed perfectly and connecting to the boom. It requires nerves of steel. But once that JP-8 fuel flows into the tanks, the game changes. Suddenly, that combat radius number becomes irrelevant. The range becomes effectively infinite, limited only by the pilot's endurance. With this air bridge, an F-35 can launch from Puerto Rico, loiter over Caracas, hunt for S-300 radar systems, destroy them, and fly home. But aerial refueling has a weakness. It takes time. What if the situation demands a reaction faster than a 90-minute flight? What if you need the jet there now? The American military never relies on just one plan. If Puerto Rico is the static base, the Navy brings the dynamic base. This is where the F-35B variant and the Amphibious Assault Ships change the equation.
Why force a pilot to fly 1.5 hours from Puerto Rico, arriving tired and stressed? Why not bring the airport to the enemy's front door? Amphibious assault ships like the Wasp class or America class are essentially small aircraft carriers. They carry the F-35B, the short takeoff and vertical landing or STOVL variant. These jets don't need massive runways. They operate off the deck of a ship moving through the ocean. Look at how this shifts the tactical timeline. An America-class ship can park in international waters just off the coast. From here, the F-35B launches. Time to target? It's no longer 90 minutes, it's 15 to 30 minutes. 15 minutes is a nightmare scenario for any defense system. It means that by the time an enemy radar operator detects a threat, if they can even detect the stealth profile, the missile has likely already left the rail. This capability provides maximum flexibility. This sea-based approach offers three massive advantages. 1. Fuel economy. No need for complex aerial refueling for coastal missions. 2. Sortie generation. Shorter flight times mean the same jet can fly multiple missions in a single day. 3. The element of surprise. The enemy knows where Puerto Rico is. They do not know exactly where a mobile naval base is hiding in the open ocean. It's the difference between running to the stadium from your house versus taking a car to the entrance and starting the race fresh. So, to answer the question, how does an F-35 fly from Puerto Rico to Venezuela? We realize we aren't just talking about a plane. We're talking about a total system of warfare. It is the mathematical precision of fuel management to cross 1,300 kilometers. It is the logistical might of the air bridge keeping the birds fed in the sky. And it is the lethal flexibility of mobile bases closing the distance from the sea. The F-35 does not operate in a vacuum. It is the tip of a very long spear, driven by the logistics and strategy of the U.S. military machine. Geography, once the greatest barrier in war, has been erased by technology and modern doctrine. Whether launching from the runways of Puerto Rico or the deck of a ship in the Atlantic, the message is clear. There is no such thing as a safe distance when you are in the sights of the lightning. Thanks for watching this tactical analysis. What air defense system do you think stands a chance against this coordinated assault? Let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned and stay sharp.